Hello people, una good day and welcome back to the Freetong Herald, una voice of reasoning. Until I know say anytime we get updates for the current social and political situation in Sierra Leone, we can like for bring a kind to una we subscribers them so that una self will get an understanding of the things that they happen within and outside Sierra Leone, and una will get the opportunity for una voices and una opinions and to them particular discuss here. We dey look at a speech where Honorable Alhaji Minkailo Mansari Bingi during the National Press Conference yesterday at the headquarters of Freetong. The All People's Congress being called together, members of the executive, members of NAC, and other members them, when have supported members them, and party members them, to the press conference yesterday, including the press. Also, them being get for talk about waiting at the plan for the APC going forward, and waiting and plan for do, or make sure say, team the way they may discuss can the Tripartite will be implemented. And this in particular audio, let me listen and tell me what you think what's in the comment section.
Usman Odi and Sane for making address you. Thank you very much.
Message from the National Acting Chairman, Sigo Ambassador Alhaji
APC,
Dr. Usman Odi and Sane,
APC. Let God help you all.
Amen.
Today, that is special press conference. We intend to inform the public about the state of affairs as it concerns one, the Tripartite, where we signed with 80 recommendations, and how far we don't go, starting from October 2023 to now. We own people that we are experts in various fields, in the law, in politics, elections, census or statistics. Then we can't tell you now how far we don't do. Because these things are prerequisites for get with party on an even kill or challenge them people there. This uncaring government for full and power. Yesterday, we tell the SLPC. For say, we have always taken a pacific move for inform the public about what they happen. Do not ever use wrong words. Tell me say we people them, now them start this thing. Like the general say, we will write a very serious letter of complaint. What we say, at the end of the day, the actions that we would expect. If somebody say we they use their team, whatever it's for us. If somebody say we they use the president, the army, for ensure say APC not get power, in the action not for the Pacific. We're not going to go say we are here, allow we. This is why we have our spokesperson. And what did they say? Now for give notice to the SLPP. For PPRC, the regulatory body, they understand. On the basis of that, they approach us in a pacific manner, where mistakes have been made, we are now move ahead. On that note, we have agreed. But they talk to people there, but we know they deny them. APC not ever can blabber. APC always want peace. They say we don't want peace. As I say, the Nobel Peace Accord will bring peace to this country. We are signatories to it. But now we want peace. Look at the peace. And 10 years, APC stand strong for bringing peace to this country and development. Peace and development, they go together. But the statement where I want to be, before we expert them now, I go one reader with my permission in English, so that it will be a record. So we don't go ever forget. So, fellow citizens, distinguished members of the press, APC dignitaries, friends of democracy, and our international partners, they normally don't go come, but they will send people and go come listen for them. And we don't contact them with the content of voting the people in the country. We stand at a defining moment in our nation's democratic journey. The agreement for national unity and the Tripartite Committee's recommendations were born out of a painful chapter, a time when Sierra Leoneans demanded fairness, transparency, and accountability in our elections. The All People's Congress entered that agreement in good faith, motivated by a desire to rescue our democracy from mistrust and to restore the confidence of our people in their electoral system. It was never about political convenience. It was about national survival and the sacred duty of leadership to uphold justice. However, as we observe the ongoing implementation process, it is increasingly clear that the spirit and intent of the agreement are being undermined by a unilateral approach from the government. Instead of a collaborative, transparent process that reflects the joint ownership of both parties and the moral guarantors, we are witnessing selective interpretation, selective consultation, and selective implementation. The Agreement for National Unity was meant to heal our nation, to serve as a bridge between two political entities for the good of all Sierra Leoneans. It called for equal partnership, mutual respect, and genuine commitment to reform. The Tripartite Committee's recommendations, carefully developed through months of painstaking deliberations, were meant to guide the transformation of our electoral system. From one marred by controversy and distrust to one that guarantees fairness and integrity. Yet, today, those very recommendations risk being reduced to mere rhetoric, with implementation decisions often taken without adequate consultation or transparency. Our position as the All People's Congress is firm. The implementation process must reflect the same spirit of inclusiveness and accountability that inspired the Agreement for National Unity itself. Every step, from reviewing the electoral laws and restructuring the Electoral Commission to instituting oversight mechanisms, must be done jointly, transparently, and with full respect for the tripartite framework. Any attempt by the government to act alone or to politicize the process is a betrayal not only of the agreement, but of the people of Sierra Leone who place their hope in this new dawn of unity. We are not opposed to progress. We are opposed to pretense. We are not rejecting reform. We are rejecting manipulation. The APC will not sit idly by while the principles of the agreement are quietly eroded through unilateral action and selective implementation. We therefore call for an immediate commitment to the joint mechanism of implementation, ensuring that both parties are equally represented and that the monitoring and evaluation process is open to public scrutiny. As a party, we are ready to play our part responsibly. We have begun internal consultations to align our structures with the recommendations of the Tripartite Committee. We are training our regional and district leaders to understand the reforms and to participate constructively in their application. We will continue to engage civil society, the media, and our development partners to ensure that the implementation process remains anchored in truth, fairness, and the rule of law. We must remember that this agreement is not about who governs today, but about how Sierra Leone will be governed tomorrow. It is about the credibility of our elections, the integrity of our institutions, and the unity of our people. If the government believes it can carry out reforms in isolation and still claim to be implementing a national unity agenda, it deceives itself and the nation. True unity cannot be built on exclusion. True reform cannot emerge from one-sided control. Let it be known, therefore, that the APC remains committed to peace, dialogue, and reform. But we will not compromise on accountability, transparency, and mutual respect. We will continue to engage the guarantor, ECOWAS, the African Union, and the United Nations to ensure that the true essence of the agreement for national unity is protected and delivered in full. Sierra Leone deserves better. Our people deserve a process that unites rather than divides, that reforms rather than recycles, that honors commitments rather than manipulates them. Let us return to the spirit of the handshake that gave birth to this agreement, not as adversaries seeking advantage, but as patriots seeking the survival and progress of our beloved country. The All People's Congress will continue to stand for what is right, not merely for what is convenient. We will continue to speak truth to power, not for political gain, but for the preservation of our democracy. May God guide our nation and strengthen every heart that believes in the promise of a better Sierra Leone. Thank you, and may peace and fairness prevail over partisanship and deceit, delivered by the acting National Chairman, APC. Thank you for your attention.
It's now the statement made by the acting
Thank you very much, Chair.
the CEO 001.
Just heard from acting Chairman.
Dr. Usman for
Chief
the
Deputy
Yansane.
Regimen Kailu say, tell me what you think about this in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. But most importantly, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and stay tuned to the Freetown Herald on our Voice of Wisdom.